What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to do a quick versus between the Maniere 3 and the Black Cement 3. One of these shoes is my sneaker of the year 2024. Let's jump into the video and find out which one. Alright guys, so if you haven't seen my recent video of the Black Cement 3, please feel free to go check that out. Quick disclosure on that video, it does include sections of the video that I'm ranting in it. It does have language to it, so if you want to keep your good vibes going, please feel free just to kind of pass that video up. But if not, please feel free to go check that video out and enjoy it. So getting into it, very iconic shoe with this Black Cement 3. And right now it's been a crazy couple weeks leading up to the release of this shoe with the quality issues, this and that. Again, check that video out that I recently created talking about the quality issues on this shoe. But overall, I feel my pair is a great quality pair. Again, very classic shoe. Love it. This is my first Black Cement 3 that I own in my collection. Excited for it. And I just really love the silhouette and the colorway of the shoe. The contrast between the black, the cement gray, and especially this pure white midsole. Oh man, it's just so nice. Taking a look at that lateral side, I really love this white midsole. It just brings it all together, makes the contrast between the white and the black leather side panels just so deep and rich. Of course, really love this Nike Air on the back, pure white, beautiful. And just taking a look at that w.y.w.s 3 behind it, as you can see, that midsole is like an aged vintage midsole. And the contrast between that and this white one, day and night. Let's go ahead and pull this one to the forefront. This w.y.w.s 3, absolutely beautiful, in my opinion, of course. That vintage midsole is probably coming off as real dark yellow. And that vintage look also runs into the Nike Air on the rear of the shoe. I will say on video and in pictures, it does come off very contrasty yellow. But I will say in person, to me, it's kind of muted in tone, especially in daylight. It's not that dark and rich as it shows off on camera, on video, and photos. But in editing, you can tone that down. And I usually just try to keep everything just simple and keep the colors pure to themselves. But this one comes in very nice quality materials on the shoe, from the nubuck around the ankle collar that's perforated, and the leather is impeccable on this w.y.w.s. Moving out into the medium haired suede heel kind of panels, and also in the forefoot of the shoe around the mud guard, you have that it's like a medium haired suede. Again, the materials used on this w.y.w.s 3, impeccable. As people stated earlier within the release, we knew these Black Cement 3s was coming. And when people started getting these w.y.w.s in hand and feeling the overall quality of each panels of the shoe, we started looking towards this Black Cement 3 and saying, and hopefully they reciprocate the leather from this w.y.w.s into the Black Cement 3. So let's take a closer look at it and see if they did that. And we're going to take a look at the medial side of each shoe. Starting with the w.y.w.s, very nice leather on this one. As you can see, the tumbleness in it, soft leather throughout the top and mid side panels. As you can see, that tumble moves down into that mid side panel and into the toe box. Beautiful toe box. Again, nice soft leather. All right, so we're gonna move into the Black Cement. As you can see, it's slightly tumbled leather on this pair. I think mostly they're like a flat material. As you can see, as it moved down into the midfoot of the shoe, it's more smooth, and down into the forefoot panel of the shoe. Again, smooth leather on the toe box. As you can see, the w.y.w.s up top is more tumbled on the toe box versus the smooth leather on the Black Cement 3. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the lateral side of the shoe. As you can see, very tumbled side panels up top versus the Black Cement 3, which is on this pair slightly tumbled to flat. And guys, I will say that when it comes to leather on these Jordans, it's always preference to it. A lot of people, they think that the more tumbled the leather is and softer, the better the quality. And I say that because this one is more tumbled, it's more soft. The Black Cement 3 is less to smooth leather, but it also feels good as well. It's just from the feel of it, it feels much tighter than softer feel. That's not saying that the quality is the best on the more soft. It's just all personal preference. And I was just listening to another content creator live stream and somehow got on the topic of what Jordan everybody thought had the best leather. That was on Rafi Collect's channel. We was on that Friday discussing that, and everybody was thinking, a lot of people was thinking the shattered backboard ones had the best leather. That leather also was soft and tumbled, I believe. I never owned that pair, so can't really state it. But best leather cut on a Jordan 1, it probably would be the least choice that most people would say, but that's just my opinion, is the Air Jordan 185 high. That cut of leather people don't like because it's a stiff leather. It's a thicker leather. So in terms of quality, I think that thicker cut would outlast one that say is very soft and plush, because they made the 85 high that thick and stiff for competition in basketball. As I stated earlier, it's all subjective to your preference. I just think that cut of leather is thicker, it's more durable, and it's more longer lasting. So it all comes down to what you like. But as far as these two, I like the soft and tumble leather that's on the Maniere. But what I think sets it apart from the Black Cement 3 is the other quality materials used on the shoe, from the suede nubuck upper ankle collar section to this medium haired suede, very soft to the touch. I think that just sets it over the top. Jumping into the tongue of the shoe, you have that branding on the tongue. Again, you have nubuck suede up on the tongue, the full length of it. Of course, this is a collaborated Jordan 3, and it did come in, I think, $20 more than the Black Cement 3. It was $240, I think, versus $220. In this case, we got a little more for what we paid for in this shoe. And let's not forget the quilted sock liner. Very dope concept to the shoe. Really love the Maniere branding on the tongue. That is the small A's. Just a very dope quality shoe. And how do I feel about these two? Which one I think is the best? It's hard to go against the OG Black Cement 3. Probably the best Jordan out there. I personally like the white Cement 3 a little bit better than the black. But this Black Cement 3 is exceptional. No doubt about it, exceptional. Both of these very dope shoes. I'm slightly biased that burgundy is my favorite color, so slightly more biased to the Alma 3. But yeah, it's very close to me. I started out when I originally saw this Alma 3. I was feeling it, but I wasn't feeling it, I think it was one of those ones that I saw it. I was like, okay, it's a nice looking shoe. And that was it. Went on and looked at other shoes, but the closer it got to release, the more I kind of locked in and started just checking it out more. I said, okay, well, let me try for it. Ended up getting a double up of this shoe by mistake from Maniere. I don't know. It probably wasn't a mistake, but I got two pairs. Upon getting them, the presentation from the box into the shoe, that was impeccable. And just having the shoe in hand overall, again, the quality panels on throughout the shoe is just a very well executed shoe. And for that reason alone, I got the Maniere 3s jumping over the classic Black Cement OG 3s. And yeah, you can call it a hot take. I'm right there with you, but man, it's hard to beat this, even the OG. And I tell you what, a lot of content creators, a lot of sneakerheads even, some don't, nothing over OGs, and I get it. I really do get it. And like I said earlier, this Black Cement 3 OG is my first pickup of this shoe. I always liked it. But this Maniere 3, this thing is gorgeous right here. That's the thing of it all. We all have our preferences. We all have, our different touches of a shoe that we like more than others, no matter if it's OG or not. That's the beauty of it. We like what we like. And yeah, for me, this Alma 3 is killing it, man. Very slept on shoe. And how ironic did I say that? Because the name of the shoe is actually While You Were Sleeping. And I feel like this shoe is very slept on. Right now on StockX, I think it's going for under retail right now. And, like I said, I double up on the shoe. Somewhere in the back of my mind, just a little tinge is telling me, go ahead and grab that third pair. Go ahead and triple up on this hole. And I'm listening. If it keeps dropping and StockX throws out one of those zero seller fees, I might have to grab me a third pair. But yeah, guys, that's what I had for you today. Wanted to come through and do like a slight versus between this Almond 3 versus the Black Cement 3. And just go ahead and get these two out the way. As I stated earlier, I have two more shoes that's possibly my sneaker of the year that I'm gonna match up against this Almond 3. And I think those other two pairs also excellent shoes. And they're gonna give it a run for its money. So stay tuned to the channel for that video. Should have it coming up sometime soon. And again, if you haven't seen my review / rant on the Black Cement 3s, please feel free to go check that video out as well. And also, please feel free to leave comments below on which pair you like the most. Do you like the Almond 3 or do you like the Black Cement 3? Which one would you choose? But yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through. Till the next time, peace.